Welcome, everybody. I'm Luscious Balzac from FJRD. Tonight, or this morning, whatever, we have Clan Crossfire's Xtra Fleek versus Mechwarrior UA Community. Wow. Yeah. Still got another minute until the official start time. But you know what? Sit back, relax, enjoy the view of the lobby. Both teams are gathering up their last players. So yeah. Yeah. This is a Division H match. And I just want to take a moment to say thank you, everybody, for your support. Coming out here, supporting MWO Comp. You're watching me, Xtra Fleek, and Mechwarrior UA Community here on MWO Leagues 3. Oof. Sorry, it is really early in the morning for me. But you know what? We do these casts for the people. Well, you know, for the participants and for you, the viewer. Got my handy dandy bottle of water. Alrighty, just gonna let the teams know it is the official start time of their match. Yeah. Let's get to it. Looks like Mechwarrior UA Community has their 6th member. Xtra Fleek is still waiting on one more to show up. I wonder if we'll have a 5v6. Yeah. It would suck to have a 5v6, you know, being down a player. But sometimes that's what you gotta do. I am not sure on the rules for match start time. I don't know if it's 10 minutes or if it's still the 5. Let me look that up real fast. Starting on time. At scheduled time, plus 10 minutes drop will be considered a forfeit. If the absent team is not prepared after 20 minutes past the scheduled time, that team will forfeit the entire match of 5 drops. Okay. Good to know. just letting Extra Fleek know, hey, you guys still have time to find your sixth player. Let's see, what can I talk about? I did stream Mechwarrior UA community, I believe it was last week. And you know what? I gotta say, they brought it. They made for a very interesting matchup. Forget exactly who they were playing against. I think it was one of the FJRD teams. Anyways, that's not really important. But just know, it's a good, fun bunch. Extra Fleek, I don't know much about Extra Fleek, but I do know Crossfire. I've played against them in multiple tournaments in the past. Crossfire, also another great group of individuals, great players. Love getting to play against them. And welcome everybody. Once again, I'm Luscious Balzac from FJRD, here casting a Div H match between Extra Fleek and Mechwarrior UA community here on MWO Leagues 3. Looks like Extra Fleek's last player is loading in. Sounds like Faris, I don't know, says that they have siren alarms going on. Yeesh. Wonder what's happening. Where do they live? That's my question. What's causing those sirens? Just to let you guys know, I am watching the chat, but I won't really be that responsive to it, just because of the 5-minute delay. If I try to respond, if I try to respond verbally, it just won't make sense. It'll be out of place. You'll have to go back 5 minutes in the chat to figure out what I was talking about. And you wouldn't want that. Alrighty. Looks like Team 1 has their bodies. Bringing in Rabid Quail from Abens. I did not know that Rabid was on Aben. Or that he was a part of Extra Fleek. That's... wow. Looks like Team 1 is green, but they have not called a lock yet. They're sitting pretty at 275 tons, which I believe is the max tonnage for this drop. Drop 1. Just a friendly reminder to all you viewers, there's no lock-on weapons for drop 1. So that means no streaks, no LRMs. Man, could you imagine people bringing LRMs drop 1? Mind-boggling. Just setting up 3 LRM stalkers in the back while lights go and spot, tag, narc. Whew. That would be crazy. And it looks like both teams are locked, so let's get straight to the match. So the map that we're starting out on is Canyon Network. All you veteran players out there know Canyon Network is a pretty small map. Really good trenches. You can swing wide towards Kappa, which is entrenched, or you can swing along the Delta line into Epsilon, which is kind of out in the open. Easy to get shots on from both sides, but you know, it's a smaller map, so I'm expecting brawl. So yeah, I'm excited. I love seeing brawl. I love seeing what all the different teams cook up for a brawl deck. Looks like it's taken my my game a while to load in. Let's see, the match has already started without me. That's fine. On Clan Crossfire side, we have a Blackjack Arrow, a Javelin 11F. Oh, not even gonna get through the mechs. We already have contact here on Theta. Yeah, it looks like Crossfire is setting up for Epsilon. Meanwhile, Mechwarrior UA community is kind of spread out a little wide. They had some mechs looking to travel towards Kappa, but they're pulling that mech back. Looks like it's the urban mech that's coming back, trying to group up with his team. Xtra Fleek spreading out along that Epsilon hillside. Smoke going out on Mechwarriors, but doesn't look like it really landed on anything besides maybe the Blackjack. Mechwarrior UA community taking care to shoot down those UAVs as soon as they pop up, trying to make sure that Xtra Fleek cannot see them if they decide to wrap around on them. Just trying to get a good angle here. I think that'll about do it. Looks like Xtra Fleek's going in for the push. They're moving in on this Crusader. They see it. It's a meaty target. They want it down. Blackjack engaging with the Thanatos. Urban Mech trying to get shots off on the Xtra Fleek Crusader 6T. Getting damaged, getting heavily damaged. Looks like he got legged. The Urban Mech, that is, not the Crusader. And down goes the Urban Mech. Bunch of UAVs up in the middle of the fight. We got the Thanatos now trading with the Blackjack. Ooh, Thanatos overheats, goes down. Looks like Mechwarrior UA is trying to make a move around this rock, trying to get into the backside of Xtra Fleek, but Xtra Fleek's Crusader says no. Looks like we're about to have Crusaders engaging each other. Javelin on Xtra Fleek goes down. Mechwarrior UA community now pushing its advantage, taking out a Blackjack. Focus fire has been called on the Crusader from Xtra Fleek. Meanwhile, Svedrum in his Crusaders also being targeted. Oof. And the Xtra Fleek Crusader goes down. Mechwarrior UA community has the advantage right now. It is a 4v1. Urban Mech versus 4 mechs. Now that Crusader is looking like a tasty target. Looks like he's got both of his arms blown off, so he doesn't have any weapons. Ooh, but unfortunately the Urban Mech goes down. This is going to go the favor of Mechwarrior UA community. Great brawl, great discipline fighting around this rock. Mechwarrior UA community spreading out to take multiple caps, trying to end this game sooner. There we go. GG, Mechwarrior UA community. Great fight. Go ahead and take a look at those stats while I get the scoreboard updated. So the score now is 1-0 Mechwarrior UA community's point. Gonna go ahead and get back into the lobby here. Alrighty. And we're loading. We're loading. There we go. And let's see. Bearclaw 2 is next on the chopping block. Gonna go ahead and give Team 1 their 5 minutes. Well, yeah. Excuse me. Like I said, great discipline by Mechwarrior UA community. You know, both teams throwing up those UAVs, getting eyes on every mech that both teams have to offer. But Mechwarrior UA community, ultimately, in the end, had that better focus fire, had that better discipline with poking the sides. Gotta say, great job, guys. Agua. Love it. Looks like Team 1 has players going in and out of being ready. Wonder what we're gonna see this drop. We've seen 2 Crusaders from sheesh. What team was it that brought 2 Crusaders? I believe it was Mechwarrior UA community. So they're down to 1 last Crusader. So I doubt they'll be bringing a Crusader on this drop. Meanwhile, Xtra Fleek only brought a single Crusader, if I'm remembering correctly. Though, you know what? I might be wrong. A little sleep deprived. But you know what? It's fine. Might see some, I don't know, maybe some stalkers, maybe some maulers, maybe a mauler or two. Who knows? Just letting Team 1 know, hey, you know what? Y'all got 2 minutes. Meanwhile, Team 2 is, they're ready. They're moving around. They're getting squared away. Alrighty. Looks like Team 1 is green, but they have not called the lock yet. There it is. And both teams are locked. So once again, let's just get to the match. And once again, my PC is taking just a little bit longer than I was hoping to load into these matches. I don't know what's up with it tonight. But Bear Claw 2 is a really large map. There's a lot of assets on it, so it's no surprise to me that it's going to take a little bit longer to load than say, Canyon Network. On top of that, because it's a big map, even if the teams dropped before I was able to load in, they would not have contacted each other. So, looks like from Mechwarrior UA community, we got a Dragon, Centurion, a Locust, a Banshee, an Atlas, ooh, an Atlas K3, so jumpy stealthy boy, and an Uziel Belial. From Xtra Fleek, we have 3 Phoenix Hawks, two Victors, and a Charger. So Xtra Fleek's gonna be a little slower than Mechwarrior UA getting to Theta. That's fine.
Theta is controlled by the enemy.
Mechwarrior UA community grabbing that Theta point, spreading out wide. Looks like both teams are here to contest Theta. Phoenix Hawks getting eyes on the Locust that's sitting on Theta. Locust just trying to capture as much of it as possible before retreating. Mechwarrior UA community's Dragon getting some large X-pulses out on a Phoenix Hawk. Xtra Fleek sending their Charger into the front line with the Phoenix Hawks. Meanwhile, Victors are pushing up from the rear side, getting hammered by that Atlas K3 on the back line of Mechwarrior UA community side. Looks like we got some nice trades going on straight through Theta. Even got some UAVs up. Very nice. Xtra Fleek's mech percentages looking a little beat up, evenly spread with the damages. Looks like Mechwarrior UA community's lowest mech is the Centurion, sitting at 80%. Meanwhile, Xtra Fleek's lowest percentage mech is a Phoenix Hawk, sitting now at 60%. Xtra Fleek taking cover in those ramps, Still just both teams trading across from Theta, trying to whittle each other down one at a time. Mechwarrior UA Community's Banshee getting a little beat up there. Wonder what percentage he's at. Ooh, that side torso is open. That's not something you really want to see. Damage numbers starting to even out just a little bit. Looks like Mechwarrior UA Community is making a wide push with their lights, trying to get a new angle on Xtra Fleek, trying to just push them down into that little hole, get them contained, and then fire on them. Smart move. Meanwhile, Xtra Fleek sending one of their Phoenix Hawks around, trying to get the attention of the Mechwarrior UA Community's heavies. Ooh, nice. Mechwarrior UA Community's Centurion takes out a Phoenix Hawk. Down goes a Victor on Xtra Fleek's side. Down goes the other Victor. It's now a 6v3. Mechwarrior UA Community really putting in work. Just strong trades. Looks like the next target called is the Dragon. Dragon goes down. They're now switching targets over to the Uzil, just because it's close, I believe. Down goes one of the Phoenix Hawks. Down goes the other Phoenix Hawk for Xtra Fleek. Now it's just it's a 1v5. Nightifire in his charger, taking out the Uzil. But now he's going to get swarmed by 4 mechs. Maybe. Nope. Just 2 was enough to take him down as he tried to chase down the Centurion. Another great game. Mechwarrior UA Community really showing what a little bit of patience does. Looking at the damage numbers, defeat in the Banshee dropping 770 damage on Mechwarrior UA Community side. Over on Xtra Fleek, we got Nightifire dropping 715. I'll give him the 1 extra point of damage. Nearly 715 points of damage. Yeah. Very nice. So that's another win for Mechwarrior UA Community. Score now 2-0 in favor of Mechwarrior UA Community. Alrighty. Just gonna let these guys know. I'm gonna swap your sides. And now, Team 1 has 5 minutes on the clock. Let me see where you guys are at in the stream. Okay. Still towards the beginning, middle of the fight. Yeah, towards the beginning. Very nice. Looks like Team 1 is ready, but they have not called a lock yet. There we go. Team 2 is now on the clock. 5 minutes. I hope everybody's having a wonderful time this morning, evening, day, night, whatever it is for you. Thank you all so much for coming out and supporting MWO Comp, Xtra Fleek, and Mechwarrior UA community. It really means a lot to everybody involved that you would show up. So thank you. I'm Luscious Balzac from FJRD, streaming here on MWO Leagues 3. I hope that I'm not too quiet, and I hope that I'm at least providing a nice view of the match for your guys' entertainment. Alrighty, so we've seen that Mechwarrior UA brought a little bit more of a I don't know, like Xtra Fleek brought what felt to be brawl, but they didn't get within brawl range. They weren't in range to really make use of the red lasers or make excellent use of the snubs. So I don't know. It seemed like Xtra Fleek wanted to brawl, but Mechwarrior UA community brought that mid-range trade and said, no, you stay on your side of Theta, we'll stay on ours. And that's just how it went. I should probably update what side of the scoreboard each team will be on. So, you know what? I'll go ahead and do that for you guys. That way, once the match starts, you won't be confused. Glad I caught that. Alrighty. Looks like both teams are locked. Let's get into the match. See, now I'm hoping that I'll be able to load in sooner since Bear Claw's already loaded, but we'll see. Yeah, I wonder if both teams' strategies are going to change at all. If Xtra Fleek's going to try to bring those red lasers again or not. Alrighty. Xtra Fleek side, we have a Fire Starter, 2 Crusader 6Ts, a Night Star, a Quick Draw IV4, and a Shadowhawk 2K. Over on Mechwarrior UA side, we have a Fafnir 5, an Urban Mech R80, a Phoenix Hawk 7S, a Thunderbolt 9 SE, a Grasshopper 5H, and a Thunderbolt 10 SE. I wonder if those thunderbolts are bringing X pulses, you know, be it large or medium. All right, looks like Xtra Fleek sending a Firestarter out to take Kappa right off rip, sending what is that? The Shadowhawk out towards Epsilon. Looks like they're spreading out to get the side caps. Meanwhile, Mechwarrior UA is sending their Phoenix Hawk straight towards Theta, along with the Urban Mech. Looks like they're scouting the area, looking for the enemy. Their long-range traders noticing, hey, yeah, you know what? They're across the way from Theta. However, at this moment in time, Xtra Fleek has to be a little bit careful, because they might end up walking themselves into a 6v2 situation. Rabid Quail sitting on Theta, trying to cap it, but just bleeding armor. Unable to cap it. Gets forced off of Theta. Meanwhile, that Firestarter successfully capped Theta, did a sliver cap, now he's running back. Looks like that Shadowhawk also capped Epsilon, so they're going to be making their way back to the fight here pretty soon. Getting some trades through Theta. Grasshopper pushing up out in the open. Ooh, looks like Mechwarrior UA community notices, hey, they're down 2 mechs. We should push. We should take this advantage. I love to see that. If they can take these mechs in the center before those the light and the medium get back, you know, they can set themselves up for a nice little 5v6 or even a 5v2 down the way. Looks like Xtra Fleek pulling back towards Epsilon side, while Mechwarrior UA just collapses on Theta. Ooh, looks like the quick draw IV4 got singled out, was out of position, unable to make an escape, and Mechwarrior UA community punished them for it. It is now a 5v6 in Mechwarrior UA's favor. One of the issues with these big maps is trying to get sight on everything that's going on. I'm just trying to determine where the next big fight will be. Looks like Shotgun Fist in his Crusader 6T trying to push on this Grasshopper. Grasshopper torso twisting, trying to spread that damage, gets an arm blown off. Shotgun Fist sitting at 45% in the trench. Let's see, does he have weapons? He's got a single snubby left. Meanwhile, this Tennessee has 4 snubs. Shotgun Fist really pushing it, wanting to take down that Grasshopper, but ends up losing his life instead. Valiant push, valiant effort. Let's get a view from Xtra Fleek's perspective. Nightstar bringing the ER large Goss. Just trying to get shots off on that Fafnir that Mechwarrior UA brought. Looks like Firestarter got legged on Xtra Fleek's side, so he's legged, he's not moving fast. Meanwhile, this Thunderbolt and Phoenix Hawk are going to be rounding the corner here pretty soon. Ooh, Firestarter goes down. It is now a 3v6 in Mechwarrior UA community's favor. Grasshopper pushing up, notices the Crusader. Ooh, Crusader fires back and takes out the Grasshopper. Wobbly here in a 2v1 situation. Ooh, that Crusader Rabbit Whale just went down on the side of the screen. I don't know if anybody caught that. But now Wobbly getting shot from 3 different angles. Goes down. All that's left is the Shadowhawk 2K on Xtra Fleek's side, but he's getting surrounded. He's trying to make a run for it, trying to survive. Letting off some SRMs and getting the trade there at the end. Very nice. Though, once again, this match goes towards Mechwarrior UA community. Great job. Mechwarrior UA community is spreading out, grabbing, sending multiple mechs out to different caps to end this game sooner. I don't think they really have to worry about caps. They were able to destroy all of Xtra Fleek's mechs well within time of needing to worry about caps. So
We have gained Epsilon. We have Gamma. We've gathered enough.
And there it
resources.
is.
This triumph will provide us huge tactical benefit.
Go ahead and look over those stats while I fill out this scoreboard. Looking at the damage over here on Xtra Fleek's side, Wobbly dropping 718 damage. Meanwhile, Itame Ra, Itami Ra, the Fafnir dropping 736 damage. Damage spread pretty even across Mechwarrior UA community. Little jumpy on Xtra Fleek's side, but you know, that quick draw IV4 went down super early, so can't expect its damage to be that high. Alrighty. Let's see, Terratherma Crucible. Terratherma Crucible has gone through a couple of map changes. You know, I gotta say, I miss the underside of Terratherma Crucible. It was a lot of fun. Fighting in the caverns underneath. Though, I gotta say, love watching players get sacrificed to the volcano gods. Just falling straight into the pit on this map. Like, it's glorious seeing somebody trying to jump jet and they mistime their burn and plummet. And you know that they're cooking. Team 1 with that quick lock. Wow. They said, you know what? We know this map. We've been practicing it. We know what we're bringing. Let's put the other team on a timer. Now, honestly, I enjoy seeing teams ready up quickly. You know, just shows that They're ready. They know what they're expecting. They know what they're bringing. They're here to play. Oh. So, Terra Therma Crucible, I might be wrong about this, but I think it's actually a pretty heat neutral map. I don't believe it's actually that hot when it comes to the cooling power of your heat sinks. So bringing those heavy hitting, high damage, high heat weapons might be a good idea. Now the question is the fight going to be over Theta, or our team's going to try to sneak around and grab the side caps? If I were playing this, I would probably do a sneaky maneuver down into the lava surrounding Theta and push up one of the sides of the hills, trying to catch the other team off guard. Just trying to be as sneaky as possible. But, you know, I'm not playing this tournament. I'm not coaching a team, not playing on any team. I'm taking this tournament off just to make sure that teams like these get the cast so that everybody can see how amazing they are. Looks like we're green across the board. Team 2 calling the lock. And without further ado, let's launch it. Once again, taking a while to load in. I'm sorry, everybody, that my load times are doggy doo-doo. There we go. Alrighty, looking at Mechwarrior UA, there's a Firestarter Shadowhawk 2K, Thunderbolt 10 SE, 2 Atlas K3s, and a Cataphract 3D. Over on Xtra Fleek side, we got a Catapult A1, 2 Orion BAs, a single Orion K, a Marauder 4A, and a Javelin 11F. Ooh, looks like Mechwarrior UA community deciding to take that alpha drop and trying to skirt around that gamma objective, which is, you know, it blocks pretty much the entire path. Very risky maneuver, especially with the slower mechs to do that. But they have the K3s with those jump jets, so they're able to fly around the edge. Xtra Fleek trying to get the cap on Theta. Javelin burning just a little bit of armor, but coming out pretty even with the Firestarter trading on Theta. Xtra Fleek knowing that the Firestarter's there on Theta because of the UAV, trying to get those jump jet shots to deny it. Firestarter sits there and says, "No way, Jose, I'm out of here." Retreating just enough away to get into cover. Meanwhile, Xtra Fleek doing a sneaky little hill push here on the side, getting formed up and ready to push. Actually, it looks like the Firestarter might know that they have that group on the hillside because he got shot from that angle. Meanwhile, the Atlas coming around, bearing its arms, looking in the direction of those Orions, knows for certain now, yeah, we have mechs on that hillside. Marauder 4A sitting up on the bridge, trying to get angles that he can trade with. Nope, actually, it looks like he's moving away, trying to put a little bit of distance, getting into better cover. Meanwhile, Mechwarrior UA spreading out wide along the Epsilon side.
Kappa is under enemy control.
Xtra Fleek getting nice and tightly balled up. Meanwhile, Mechwarrior UA trying to bait the push, trying to get them to come out from cover and to try and cross the bridge. Ooh. What brought worms? Oh my gosh. Atlas K3 with the LRM-15. Nice. Both teams just trading across this Epsilon side bridge over Theta. Looks like we got a Mechwarrior UA Atlas trying to fly over the lava, getting close. Looks like he's a little out of position and about to be swarmed here, going down really quickly. Mechwarrior UA community needs to push in and help that Atlas, but it's too late. The Atlas goes down. Will Xtra Fleek get their comeback? I hope so. Thunderbolt Tennessee, now caught out of position, getting swarmed by multiple mechs, goes down very quickly. Meanwhile, the rest of Mechwarrior UA community pushes across the bridge and starts getting shots. UAVs flying up from both sides. Shadowhawk 2K pushing just a little out of position, getting caught out in the open, getting fired upon from 4 different mechs, goes down. Firestarter goes down. Looks like the Cataphract for Mechwarrior UA is about to go down. It is currently a 6v2, about to be a 6v1, if they can get that Cataphract down. There goes that Cataphract. It is now a 6v1 in Xtra Fleek's favor. And there goes that Atlas. GG. Great job, Xtra Fleek, biding your time, sitting hidden in a position, making sure you're not bleeding too much armor, and really just collapsing on that first mech you saw. Which happened to be that Atlas that pushed out of position. Looking at the damage numbers, wow, Wobbly dropping 864 damage. Meanwhile, looks like Perrin UA in the Atlas K3 dropping 544 damage. Great damage numbers from Xtra Fleek. Solid. 860, 730, 640. 544, 535 from Mechwarrior UA community. Alrighty, let's get those sides swapped. Letting Team 1 know, hey, guess what? Y'all got 5 minutes again. Agua. Water is good. Gotta stay hydrated, folks. I hope everybody's enjoying these matches as much as I am. Once again, this is a Division H match you are watching. Yeah, gotta say, great plays by Xtra Fleek that last match, or sorry, not match, that last drop. You know, tucking those Orions away. But I gotta say, big props to Mechwarrior UA community for bringing LRMs on an Atlas. Wow. Interesting choice. But you know what? A little bit of indirect fire never hurts. Wonder what both teams will be bringing on this final drop. Because we won't be seeing any more Crusaders. Xtra Fleek cannot bring any more Orions. Will we see more Chargers? Or more Night Stars? Anyways, all our questions will be answered here very shortly. Both teams are locked. So we're hopping into this match. The last match of the night. It is currently 4-1. Mechwarrior UA community versus Xtra Fleek. Sorry, I'm really tired. It's very late. Or very early, depending on how you want to classify it. Alright, both teams loading in. Xtra Fleek bringing 3 Stalkers, 2 Firestarters, and a Marauder 4A. Mechwarrior UA bringing 3 Night Stars, a Hatamoto, an Osiris 1V, and an Urban Mech. So yeah, I wasn't thinking anybody would bring Stalkers. It's not really a choice I would bring for this map, but you know what? Maybe they got something up their sleeve. Binary laser cannons, ER Meads, binary Meads. Okay. So they're looking at that mid-range trade. They just want to blast through CT's legs, anything as soon as possible. Meanwhile, Mechwarrior UA bringing those Night Stars, which screams DACA to me. Looks like we have a little bit of a fight here on Theta. It's a 2v1, 2 fire starters against the Osiris. Osiris needs to get out of there. Ooh, and he misses the jump, falls into the pit. We have our sacrifice. There's no way he gets out of there. He doesn't have enough jump jets. Yep, there he goes. Poof. Mechwarrior UA losing a mech super early. That's rough. That is so rough. It's now a 5v6 in favor of Xtra Fleek. Xtra Fleek's Firestarter notices mechs out here towards Epsilon. Gets a shot off. Meanwhile, Mechwarrior UA is trying to do the wide approach. Trying to get wide angles on anywhere that Xtra Fleek may be. Xtra Fleek posting up long, getting as many sightlines as they can towards the direction that they saw the main force of Mechwarrior UA. Looks like we might see some trading here. Yep.
They've taken Epsilon.
Mechwarrior UA sending a mech out towards Epsilon to take it. Try to get their caps back. Or at least get the clock rolling, as Xtra Fleek has the advantage in tickets and in kills. Looks like Mechwarrior UA's kind of balled up, taking out the UAV. Getting shots on the Marauder for A. Both teams really just trying to poke each other at the moment. Both these stalkers trying to trade across this bridge, getting different angles. They have the urban mech right underneath them. That their third stalker. Oof. Yep, that third stalker just took out the urban mech. Blazicaros in his stalker dropping down to 56, falling down into the trench, trying to preserve his mech just a little bit longer. We got 3 stalkers all focus firing on the Night Star, trying to burn through that CT armor, it looks like. Hanamoto Chi losing an arm. Hanamoto getting just absolutely shredded, making one last ditch push, trying to give as much information to his friendlies and draw the attention of as many mechs as he can. It's now a 4v3 in Xtra Fleek's favor. Mechwarrior UA not looking too healthy. Svedrum trying to blast his DACA at the Firestarter. Ooh, loses a side torso, I believe. Yep, side torso and CT on that Night Star. Looks like Xtra Fleek is going to try to collapse on the Night Star, but it's not really needed. The Firestarter had it under control. All that's left is a Night Star against 2 Stalkers, a Marauder, and a Firestarter. Firestarter is going to wrap around behind the Night Star, try to get into his back while it's distracted. Meanwhile, The rest of Extra Fleek pushes up into the Nightstar's face, and the Nightstar goes down. Alrighty. Well, that's going to be a point for Extra Fleek. Great job. Extra Fleek now just has to spread out, take caps, and this match will be over. Great job, both teams. Amazing job, Extra Fleek, for pulling out those 2 comeback wins here at the end of the match, back to back. Sad to see, Cyrus fall in and sacrifice himself to the volcano gods. But you know what? That's what we live for here at MWO Comp. The recordings of those sacrifices. Looking at damage numbers, we got Wobbly dropping 687. Meanwhile, Ferris, Far Ice, dropping 1 point shy of 800 damage. Very nice. So sorry to defeat, but your sacrifice will absolutely be in vain. Alrighty. Well, thank you so much, everybody, for stopping by and watching this match. Yeah. Sorry, yeah. Okay. Thank you, everybody. This was Division H, ISC Season 6, Extra Fleek versus Mechwarrior UA Community. Here on MWO Leagues 3. I'm Luscious Balzac from FJRD. I hope everybody had a wonderful time tonight watching these matches. If you weren't able to catch it live, don't worry. There will be a recording posted up onto YouTube somewhere. Yeah. Thanks, everybody. Keep it luscious.